I have some questions on the subject of chanting. First, do you make a distinction between chanting alone or with others?
Well, there's another aspect, silent chanting. Yeah. Chanting alone is perfect. Chanting with others, it's more sound, more presence. It's special, because there's no difference in the experience of unified chanting. There's no difference. There's no body. It's just sound. It's just presence. So then it depends on what the words are that are used and what they mean. So as to know what they are invoking, what they're creating or being used for. Like peace, shanti, peace. We can use more of that. Deep within us we are only that. We need to access it as such. The beauty of that peace. Where the music I play comes from, that peacefulness, that stillness. The eye in the center of the hurricane, or in the tornadic sort of vortex. Yeah.
And is it the intention of the person chanting that matters most, or the words that they're chanting?
No intention, no words. Just chant, breathe, sound. Sound breath. That's what is important. Releasing yourself from thinking. Releasing yourself from yourself. There's only sound, breath, healing, sound, breath, healing. Purification.
Is the nature of silent chanting different in any way, since it is a sound-related experience?
Well, your mind is sound. So, your mind is sound. Your body is sound, your breathing is sound, your life is sound. Vibration, and the vibration and the sound of it is silence.
So then, do you distinguish between sound and audibility?
Distinguish?
Yes. I mean, is a sound even if you can't hear it?
Well, your thought is sound, so there's only sound. See, so there's only nada or shabd. See, there's only that word. See, vak, sound, speech, sound, vibration. See, it's only that, and that is silence. That's the voice of silence. And that's what is. When one can be open to what it is, in the stillness of one's own being, behold, you say, wow, it is that, as it is.
So would you say that chanting is a sound that expresses silence?
Silence is a sound that expresses chanting.
And
the beauty of it, the beauty of the simplicity, breathing, and the fundamental gentleness and sweetness, where it comes from, see, in the spiritual realm of our own true hueness, see, the know-who hueness, see, the whole of itself, the nothing of everything, the everything of nothingness.
Are all mantras equal?
Not all sounds are equal, but they are equal in that they are sounds, but then there's meaning. Yeah. There is sound, which is force. It's creative. Breathing is creative. Talking about creative sound force and breath. Sound and breath. Breath and sound. Breath is sound, sound is breath. So,
How would one then know what mantra to chant?
depends on your destiny, your path. You may need a mantra, or it can be given to you. So it can be given to you from within, or it can be given to you from without, be passed on to you. And if you explore mantras or sound, power, sacred words, you could find something that works for you, specifically. Then there's just breathing from the essence of sound, from the light of sound, into the light of sound. See, the clearness of sound, and the clearness of purpose. That's good practice. Direct from the heart, it's good practice. See, the healing of the heart, the healing of the brain, the healing of the body, in proper alignment with simple gesture of chanting. See, from peacefulness, original peacefulness. And say ah, 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 oh, you, I, each has its vibrations, see, and purpose. Not egoic purpose, see, purpose of creative force, purification, see, by sound. In other words, everything's released, gone into sound, from sound to silence, gone beyond.
So would you say then that mantras transcend culture?
Sound, sound,
Sound.
sound, beyond culture. Sound creates culture. Sound is creative force, creates the universe. Create life. Create everything in life. And no life. Breath. Everything. Life. Universe. Spirit. Realization. Enlightenment. Ensoundment. Mastery. All in the breath. All in the breathing of all suffering. Away. Gone. For higher practitioners, they breathe the suffering in, take it in from others, and express it in the form of grace. Grace to all beings. Thank you for your suffering. Take grace in return. How's that for a deal?
I like it.
Not bad. It's a good deal. Had nothing to do with eBay. No bay. This is the no bay. Baby. This be the no bay.
Would you distinguish between sitting and chanting, and as opposed to chanting while doing other things and doing daily activities and keeping it going, sort of like that?
Well, they appear to be different, but the reality is one thing. The reality is silence. And you chant into and from silence to generate silence. See? What is silence? It seems to be the absence of sound, but it's actually the presence of absence.
And so, should a practitioner attempt to develop a constant chanting going on, let's say?
In the beginning, you may find that to be useful. It's what the individual finds useful for itself. We are breathing beings and sound beings. So we can work from the basic forms of sound and breath. Okay? And it has nothing to do with the mind as such, except that it can, depending on who and how, can open the individual beyond the mind, the self-mind, thought mind, karma mind, world mind, which we need for survival in the material universe. Needs some of it. See, we need awareness of all the levels of mind, from source mind, zero mind, see, to heart mind, total mind, complete mind. True mind, no mind, good mind.
So, how best to deal with thoughts that arise while chanting?
Chant. Have silence as a foundation. Real foundation. Only silence. And not merely the absence of sound, but silence. Which is constant. It's overwhelming. Silence is indeed overwhelming, all-consuming. Your body and mind are given to silence. Owned by, held by, kept in presence by silence. The absence of sound, but the presence of silence.
Do you draw a distinction between prayer and chanting?
Chanting. With or without prayer, depending on your mind. The idea is to give up your mind to silence. And that in itself is a good prayer. See? Of nothing for nothing. See? Nothing for nothing equals radiance for radiance. Light for light. Nothing in the way. Everything is nothing in the way. The way is clear. Act accordingly, breathe accordingly, live accordingly, feel accordingly, speak accordingly, walk accordingly, live accordingly, completely.